Paradigm Gaming.
Who the hell are we?
The PSP turns 15.
Gaming while practicing social distancing.
I'm Derp.
I'm Blue.
Let's get those cogs turning.
Well, welcome to the first ever Paradigm Gaming Cogcast.
What is Cogcast?
Podcast? Huh?
Anyways, no. Okay, shut up. Why did we decide to do this? And why a podcast? First of all, Blue, do you talk about yourself?
Talk about myself. All right, who am I? I'm Blue Nile 101, and I am one half of Paradigm Gaming. And what's going on in the world right now? I am currently locked in my house because of social distancing, and I need something to do.
And I'm not. I just need to get away from the insanity that is retail grocery.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
It is amazing. Sounds amazing. The podcast has been an idea for what? A couple months?
For us? I mean, no,
Yeah, how
not
long-
honestly, no. We've barely been touching on this for a couple weeks.
Has it been a couple weeks? I don't know.
It's only been a couple weeks, dude. It hasn't been a couple months.
Okay, well, being locked up in a house, it feels like a couple of months, so I'm sorry.
That's okay. I understand your just measurement of time when you're stuck in the insanity.
Okay. Well, I like podcasts. I figured this would be kind of fun to do, and you brought this up, didn't you?
I brought it up to you because you started talking about podcasting.
Okay.
And then I started listening to a couple that you had pushed onto me, like the Adventure Zone D&D one we were just talking about before this, like before we started the podcast. Yeah. So I brought it up, and here we are.
Yeah, it just kind of fell into place, and it's awesome. But enough about me. Derp, who the hell are you?
Well, I talk about me, but we barely talked about you. Okay, I'll talk about myself because I'm the better half of Paradigm Gaming, right?
The better half. Yes, I can attest to that.
I'm not. Shut up. Anyways, so mainly, I am a RPG player. Big into the RPGs, JRPGs, MMOs. I love them. They are my life. While little Mr. Blue over here, he likes to do more of the retro thing.
Yeah, that is kind of my thing. I like retro games, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, and I love survival horror, Resident Evil, Silent Hill, you name it.
Yeah, me, I love my RPGs and open worlds and never completing anything.
Like, what do you like? Like, what, World of Warcraft? What, Final Fantasy 14? What do you like?
Of course you know I like those. You would know. That's why you mentioned them. God. No. I'm a 14-year vet on World of Warcraft now.
Damn.
And I actually just resubscribed again last night and started playing again last night.
Oh, okay. What made you do that?
Because I'm a glutton for punishment and I love going back to ex-girlfriends, apparently.
Oh, okay. Cool. Dude, I didn't survive Burning Crusade. I haven't played since.
I tried. I really tried to get you to play.
You did. When it comes to MMORPGs, I was like, ooh, shiny, pretty. Oh, what's this game that just came out? I don't have time to subscribe and play 10 years of my life for one dedicated game. I need to play everything. It's kind of my thing.
Yeah, I play everything but complete nothing. Though that isn't always true. I do complete some things.
Every now and again, you'll get a couple here and there, right?
Yeah, I have too much fun just playing everything and judging everything.
Oh,
this is awesome. I love this. I'll get halfway through it, then I go on to the next thing. Oh, this sucks. I got 10 minutes into it. Let's go to the next thing.
I'm the exact opposite. I'm like, ooh, shiny red ball. Ooh, shiny red ball. Ooh, what's this? Oh, hey, I want to be over there now. That's me in gaming.
That almost sounds like me, but you actually complete things.
Well, I gotta be honest with you, when it comes to completing games, what's helping me do that is streaming on Twitch, because I want to go from start to finish so everybody can see the whole entire game, and we all go on a journey together. If I didn't have Twitch, I probably wouldn't be finishing games. It's keeping me focused.
Noted. Honestly, we can get into more stuff as we continue on more episodes and podcasts. This is looking to be like a weekly thing, if we can at least get this out to you weekly. We will record Saturday, and then you will find these videos in wherever we put them. Will be noted later on either Monday or Tuesday. We're still deciding on that date, but you will see them then.
They will magically show up on the internet, and we will let you know where you can find them when available.
Maybe in all the places. Maybe in none of the places but one. Who knows?
Yeah, well, if it's also your first time listening to like who the hell are these guys describing who they are and what kind of games they like, Paradigm Gaming is us, Blue and Isle, Derp Taku. We've been doing this for how long? Derp, how long have we been doing this?
We're coming up on 8 years. As far as the channel, the namesake itself goes, we've been doing this for about 8 years. Been streaming on Twitch for 6 years.
Damn. Yeah, no,
coming up on 7.
When we started this, it was January 15th, 2012. We are over 8 years, by the way.
Oh, God. That's right.
Yeah, back in the day, man, when we created this, we had two things. We had Facebook and we had YouTube.
It's been 84 years.
Oh, my God, I've been gaming since I was an infant.
You're still an infant. And you're older.
Dude, I'm older than you.
Yeah, exactly. Which makes me like a wee little baby.
That's true. By like a month.
Yes.
You got a birthday coming up, by the way, and you still haven't told me what you want for your birthday.
My sanity. Please.
Right. I might be able to deliver some of that sanity back in the form of a video game. Maybe I'll get you a Steam game. I don't know. I'd come up and visit, but the world's kind of in lockdown right now.
Yeah, that's true, but plane tickets are really cheap.
Oh my
Not
God.
that you can use them.
Omega Apex 128 on Twitch said that he was looking up tickets from like the West Coast to the East Coast round trip was like $180, and I'm like, are you for real?
Yeah, but you can't get on any of the flights.
Yeah, I know, it's really lame.
It's like it's this much, but I can't go anywhere. Well, yeah, let us start off on our first topic. And actually get, the whole news thing that we're trying to go across on this, and also letting people know who we are. But
are we jumping on news already? We haven't told us how. Like, we started on YouTube and Facebook, but we haven't really.
I'm sorry, I'm jumping the gun. I'm sorry, I'm anxious. Well, this is a new experience for us.
The podcast environment is all about slow and steady.
Ooh, my. Let's all get all warm and ASMR up in this bitch.
Well, look at it this way. What was it? Facebook and YouTube is where we started.
Yes.
I did background work. You were actually making YouTube videos.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Well, it started out that you were going to, and then you were caught up with, life at that point. And I was the main head of just doing all the YouTube stuff. You kept up on social media and that, which was awesome. I was okay with that. I just ran the YouTube, did the videos for that. And then it kind of swapped after that a little bit. Well, I started on Twitch after that.
Yeah, you found Twitch, and then I started actually jumping in on Let's Plays on YouTube, and the whole time I was also doing the graphic design for the channels and stuff, just kind of be like the background player. And then you took, 2? 3? I don't know.
I took it like a year and a half off. Year and a half to 2 off of Twitch. It wasn't a full 2 years. It was like a year and a half. And then
you convinced me to stream, and I finally listened to you like years later, and I've been streaming over 3 years now and absolutely loving it.
Yes. It only took you 3 years.
Yeah.
Gee,
that's true.
That sounds familiar to life. Tell Blue to play this game. No, it's okay. He'll play it eventually. Just give him 5 years. That's what I tell everyone.
I still remember Fallout 3 came out. And you're like, dude, this game's awesome. Check it out. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that is cool. Hey, you should play it. Maybe.
5 years later.
And then 5 years later, dude, did you try this game? It's amazing.
Yeah, I told you to. Welcome to Paradigm Gaming, where Blue doesn't know what he actually loves. He just knows he loves everything.
All right, well, all jokes aside, though, Derp, of all the things that we've done last 8 years, what do you love about Paradigm Gaming?
The fact that it's actually kept me connected to you 2 states away. And the fact that we actually don't see each other much anymore. Because, yes, we did grow up together in the same state and going to the same school, for the most part.
I'm about to grab a box of tissues. That was very sweet.
That was beautiful. You're going to cry your little bitch tears like you did for Crisis Core the other day.
Oh, shut up, dude. Crisis Core is an emotional game, and you know it.
It is. It really is. I actually couldn't watch the whole video because I knew it would make me sad.
Yep.
I just scrolled forward looking for you, about ready to cry, and then you exited out of the camera, and I got mad.
Ain't nobody want to see me start tearing up in a video game.
No, but I mean, aside from that, like, my favorite part about just Paradigm Gaming is I love streaming, dude. I really do. Like streaming is the most fun I've had as far as gaming experience. Aside from just like games I love, just gaming experience is just being able to stream and talk to people just while playing a game. Like the fact that you make extra bucks on the side, fine, big deal, cool. We don't care about that. Like it is just really neat to connect with people on an equal level while you're playing games. And just it's like they're sitting next to you couch playing with you.
Yeah, no, that's very true. I feel the same way when it comes to streaming and when it comes to connecting with the community. I love that we were just able to just have a fun hobby that we can share together when it comes to just connecting, hanging out, playing games, and sharing all the things we love about games. But Twitch totally changed my world on gaming, and our community's grown in the last at least the last 4 years since it just started blowing up for us. And that's my favorite part. My favorite part of Twitch, my favorite part of PG, it's just video games, connecting with people, and sharing in all the passions.
So apparently we're the same thing when it comes to that.
Who would have thunk it?
Yeah, really. You're boring. You're just like me. Why don't you be different? Be more different, Blue.
Well, I am different. I like everything, and you like some things.
No, I have a much more level head about what is good and bad. Or,
hey, I could nitpick if I want to. I just, it depends on the subject. I choose not to sometimes.
Hey, you guys want to see something really, or hear something really cool? Waluigi has the best backstory ever.
Waluigi does not have a backstory, and I can I could prove it.
Did you guys hear that deep sound of disdain? It was beautiful.
Hey, are we allowed to cuss in this podcast? Because fuck Waluigi.
This is our podcast. We make the rules, and I've already cursed.
Fair enough. We're saving Waluigi for another day, though. You just trying to get salt in the wounds, and it's working.
And it was delicious.
No, it's not Waluigi's fault, actually. It's Nintendo's fault. Nintendo didn't give Waluigi a proper backstory. They inserted him in a couple mini-games and expected me to just accept it, and I refused to accept it.
Good. Very good.
I'm glad I got that out of my system. Thank you.
So on the other side of things, sir. Sony PSP turned 15 on March 24th, and let's talk about our favorite games on that.
Well, can I say Crisis Core? Because as much as I just finished and beat that on Twitch, it's still one of my favorite games on the system.
I love how we don't have a camera going for the video, but yet we're still talking to the camera like we're on Twitch.
Well, I still get to see you, and I still get to hold my props up. Like, look, this is my PlayStation Portable, all nice, shiny, and red with Kratos on the back.
Well, I mean, hold on. I don't have a PSP, but I have my Vita over there.
Okay, so you got PSP's cousin. Got it. Gotcha.
The better cousin.
Dude, it does not have Crisis Core on the Vita.
Dude, Vita is the hotter and better cousin of the group. That you'd rather have the cousin rather than the other, that black sheep.
You just like it because it has an extra analog stick. I don't need two. I need games.
No. I'm okay. Real talk. I'm going to tell you the reason why it's the better cousin.
All right, go for it.
PSP, UMDs.
Oh, shut up. It was a legitimate format back in the day, and dude, I owned Family Guy Season 1 on UMD. Sue me.
Yeah, I owned Resident Evil on UMD.
So do I. The second one.
And you know what? You know what happened to all of my UMDs? If they sat anywhere and got even the remote, like a piece of paper laid on top of them, they cracked open, and then you couldn't fix them.
Wait, are you saying you didn't take care of your product?
No, I didn't.
God, you're a terrible human being.
I quite literally dropped a feather on one and it broke.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Nah, dude, you suck. PSP, top games, list them off. Derp, what did you like on the PSP?
Okay, honestly, Crisis Core. It is the best PSP game in my head. And, I mean, honestly, the only one I can remember that was actually on PSP, because every time I think of the PlayStation Portable, I think of the Vita and the games that were on Vita, but I cannot think of what was actually on PSP.
Ah, gotcha.
I mean, Corpse Party was on PSP too, which Corpse Party I recently tried, and that was supposedly one of the better games too, but I don't like the way the game plays, honestly.
Okay. Well, I got a couple. Silent Hill Origins. There was only one, and it was a prequel to the original Silent Hill game. And they wanted you to play it in the dark. They had a warning label before you started the game. Play in the dark and play with headphones. The amazing sound, scary as hell, and one of the most memorable Silent Hill games. Oh my god, we even streamed that, and I remember still screaming out loud and with a lot of jump scares. And that is definitely on my top 3 favorite PSP games for sure.
Yeah. Honestly, with the PSP, I really don't remember many games on it though. Now that I think about it, like legitimately, all I think about is Vita. I can't help it. It's the system I remember because I think I played it more and I had more of a connection to it because I really did hate those UMDs.
Okay.
I was really against them because honestly they were a very flimsy case.
Well, this makes for a very interesting conversation. We almost got like a yin yang of thing right here, where you didn't like it, and I can't remember most of the games, and I'm like clinging to it with dear life.
But of course, the one game I will always remember, because when I beat it, I was at work, and at the time I worked at a Jiffy Lube. If you guys don't have Jiffy Lube, it's an oil change place, and I was playing it in the manager's office on a break, and I got to the end, and you guys know what the end of that game is probably by this point on Crisis Core. Yeah.
It's emotional.
It's super emotional. So yes, I cried like a little girl in the manager's office while I'm playing the ending to this game on a break.
Good luck going through the rest of your shift after that, buddy.
With a bunch of testosterone filled guys in a place changing oil, and I'm sitting here crying like a little girl.
Well, at least you had one impactful experience from the PlayStation Portable, and I salute you for that one. A couple of quick throwouts for games that I think were absolutely great. Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, Grand Theft Auto, Liberty City Stories, and Vice City Stories were also on the PSP. They were also amazing games. And God of War Chains of Olympus and God of War Ghost of Sparta, amazing games on the PlayStation Portable.
Outstanding. Oh, dude, I do remember Chains of Olympus. I remember Chains of Olympus now. One of those I did beat on the PSP. I can't remember which one it was, but there was Chains of Olympus, and what was the other one?
Ghost of Sparta.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it was Chains then. Because I don't think I ever played Ghost of Sparta. It was Chains of Olympus, and that was a cool game.
They did make them HD and ported them to the PlayStation 3.
Oh, yeah.
You can actually pick those games up for the Vita.
The only thing I play for Vita now, though, is I have the PS TV, and I can stream that, and I have it connected to my TV. That's the only thing that I really play at this point, and there's only a couple games on it that I'm playing now.
I'm very jealous. I'm very jealous that you have a PS TV.
Dude, do you know how much those things are worth on eBay right now?
No, what are they running?
I haven't checked recently. The last time I checked, they were like $150.
Well, weren't they like $100 when they came out?
No, they were only 50.
Damn, I should have picked one up.
Oh yeah, Soul Sacrifice. That's like a Monster Hunter game with a mythical standpoint of it.
Oh yeah, I know Soul Sacrifice. That was I played a little bit. It's pretty cool.
No, that's a cool game. Oh, and then of course, Vita P3G, Persona 3 Golden, best game on the Vita. But anyways, we're not talking about the Vita today.
No, we're talking about the PSP.
We'll come back to it. I'm sorry.
Guess what? The PlayStation Portable turned 15, and it's getting shit on by Derp Blue right now because he loves his Vita.
I do. I really do.
All right. For any of you out there listening, let us know what your favorite PSP games are.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I shit on your PSP. Okay, like I just straight up defecated on your poor PSP.
Say one thing that's nice about the PlayStation Portable, Derp.
It was a beautiful black-bodied system, and it had a pretty screen.
Yay! Thank you. That was nice. Sony, thank you for making an awesome handheld, and thank you for also getting inspired to turn this into the Vita for Derp to enjoy.
The better system.
But yeah, 15 years. I can't believe it's been 15 years since that this little tiny handheld came out, and I'm still enjoying it. I still put life into it. Hyperkin, not a sponsor, just recently came out with an HDMI cable where you can connect your PlayStation Portable to your television, and that is how I streamed Crisis Core on Twitch, and it's beautiful. It is beautiful. One cable, one connection.
Not a sponsor.
Done. I should be a sponsor.
Done.
No. They should be my sponsor.
And you hear that, guys? Coming up in the next Paradigm Gaming Cogcast, which we forgot to mention, that is going to be the name of this, and we're dumb for not saying it. This is the Paradigm Gaming Cogcast.
It's got a ring to it. I'm sorry, Hyperkin makes nice shit. I like everything they've ever put out. Dude, the cable you gave me for my Sega Genesis, the HDMI cable, beautiful. The system, the game, the cable, everything. Love it. Gorgeous. All right, I'm done.
Yeah, so this is where I was going to go with that. Next Cogcast, you're going to get Blue just coming in on here. Hey, you know what's great? Those Hyperkin cables. They get you the thing you need when you want it and on time. Just get the cord, plug it in, and away you go. You can be streaming your favorite games straight to your community at a moment's notice. Hyperkin, buy their cables.
Now.
Okay, that was kind of forceful.
Well, I had to put something in there. You had a great slogan and a description for them. I didn't even need to add anything, but I just felt like if I had to put something on it, a stamp of approval. Do it now. Yeah.
I was almost half expecting at the end, bitch.
No, that we're saving that one for later.
Okay.
All right, personal gaming highlights of the week.
Last night was probably the biggest highlight of the week, at least for me, because I haven't been able to game much just due to the current situation of the world and the fact I've been working so much. Last night, I hopped on Discord streaming and just played some random games. I played a little bit of Monster Hunter. It was, honestly, the stream was lagging out with it for some reason. It wasn't cooperating, but I did play some Monster Hunter, and just people from the community just started rolling into the chat server, and just, we were all having a conversation.
Oh yeah, you were streaming on Discord itself.
Yeah, on Discord itself, streaming. Just randomly, one person popped in, another person popped in, another person. Okay, it's cool. We're having 4 people talk. And then all of a sudden there was like another person, another person, another person.
You usually average what? 1 to 2 people when you stream on Discord?
Yeah, just people who want to talk really quick and chat and chill.
You didn't even announce it. I'm like, hey, Derp's streaming. I should say hi. And then it just filled in.
I just randomly turned it on. I was playing Warcraft at first, actually, and then I went and played some Monster Hunter. Then I played some Foregone from, that's on Epic Store. Not a sponsor. Sorry, you did one. I had to do one too.
Fair enough.
And actually, that's a really cool game. Foregone is a really cool game. It is difficult, but it is cool.
Once you get past the title, it's a cool game.
Inside jokes. For some reason, the game glitched and I couldn't pick up an item and it wouldn't let me move forward. And every time you go over the bridge, whether you're going over it for the first time or back over it to look for something that you might have missed, it says the title every time.
I made it apparent to point it out, like, oh, there it is. There's the title. It's right there. I did that, like, 10 times, and it started annoying everybody.
As the title appeared 10 or more times.
It was glorious. I loved all of it. We had fun.
But yeah, so that was honestly my gaming highlight of the week. Just everyone coming in and we all started talking, just having random conversations. Oh, this game is cool. And then talk about random other stuff.
Nice.
It was
Very
neat.
cool.
It was neat.
For me, since the world kind of went on a lockdown, I thought it would be cool to stream Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 on Twitch for a couple of reasons. One, we're fighting a virus right now. Resident Evil, you're fighting zombies because of a virus. And I'm like, it seems fitting. And then Resident Evil 3 Remake is coming out in a week. So I was like, let's just play the old school Resident Evil trilogy. And we did. So my highlight of the week was completing Resident Evil 1 on PS1. And then we actually just yesterday finally completed Crisis Core on PSP, which was amazing, followed by the Final Fantasy VII Remake demo on PS4. I've had one hell of a week streaming, and we're halfway through Resident Evil 2 right now, which is also amazing. That's been my highlight of the week.
I honestly wish you would stream this much normally. That would be awesome, but I know that's not a thing, of course, because of work.
No, I would love to stream more. I really would. It's just time, life, the things that you have to do outside of life with when you're married, so forth. It all adds up. You got to find balance in your life. And right now, it's streaming once a week and maybe a bonus stream if I can. And currently with this worldwide pandemic and this lockdown, I've been able to stream a lot more than normal, and it's been pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's been an interesting couple of weeks though since that happened. And what else are you doing during this whole thing? Like, what are you gaming? What are you doing? What are you actually playing by yourself right now?
Yeah, I actually have taken it upon myself to find other things to do other than my normal streaming and my normal gaming. I've actually tried games that I haven't really played. I've played a couple of interesting ones on Steam. Have you ever heard of the game Papers, Please?
Oh, yes. You have to check people's papers. Isn't it like a Russian or German setting?
It's a made-up country, but it's the same concept. You're basically on a Russian border person that has to inspect their passports, their papers, and you have to approve or deny them. And it's really intense, and it's like old school, like 8-bit graphics, but it's done very well. And I actually found the game to be extremely fun. I played it for over an hour, and after I got the hang of it, I really, really liked it. There's this guy who shows up with no passport, and I told him to come back. And then later in the game, he comes back with a passport that he drew in crayon. And then I had to deny him, and he's like, all right, I'll be back with a passport. And then he shows up with a passport that was real, and I'm like, dude, this thing's expired. What are you doing here? Get out of here. And then I just send him back. It's a great game. That was one game that I played that was new to me. And the other one is what you and I played recently. You introduced me to Path of Exile.
Yes, that is a great game.
That was actually surprisingly really fun.
Good. You haven't gone back to it, though?
No.
At any point?
Not yet. I've been busy with doing work and life and gaming and streaming, but I would like to visit it again. I got into the game Wolcen, and that's what got you to have me check out Path of Exile, and I really like it.
Yeah, and it's free to play, so where can you go wrong?
You can't go wrong with free to play.
And the main thing that threw you off about that is there was no gold. You're like, should I pick up everything so I can sell it? And it's like, it's a bartering system. There's actually no gold in the game.
But you know what? The game has amazing water graphics. Just gonna say that right now.
Disclaimer to all who do not know Blue. Blue is a he's unfortunately turned on by water.
I'm a waterphile. I love water graphics. I love the ocean, lakes, rivers, you name it. If it's in a video game, I geek out.
A hydrophile.
A hydrophile. I like that. Dude, when you and I were working as dishwashers, what did we call ourselves? We were not dishwashers. We were
hydroceramic engineers.
Yeah, baby. It's all about the title, man. It's all about the title.
Doesn't matter about the title. It doesn't matter. No matter how you look at it, it was still dishwashing.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. But you couldn't get in without coops.
Down at the BK Lounge.
You work at the BK Lounge?
Are we really bringing Dane? You know we're gonna. You know how many people are gonna stop watching this right here as we make a Dane Cook joke?
Well, dude, it was our generation, so whatever. People can get over themselves. They can't take a joke.
Monopoly, fuck this game.
It's great, awesome. It's great, awesome. Why did I say it like that? It's great, awesome.
Because you're just doing a great, awesome job, sir.
It's great, awesome. Can we put that on a t-shirt with my face, with smiling smugly? It's great, awesome.
Just get you a seems good type image of you just saying it's great, awesome.
I like that. Well, I also just thought of another game that I've been playing. Jumped right back into Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition on the Nintendo Switch. Also a fun game. I've never completed it, and I missed out on it on the Wii U. I'm really, really enjoying it. I figured hacking and slashing and mindless fun and not worrying about the world and just taking out all the, hordes of enemies it's fun.
Nice.
But what about you, though? What have you been playing during this crisis?
In this crisis, and the fact that I am working mass amount of hours in the opposite direction from many other people right now, just due to my job position, I picked up Animal Crossing for the first time in my entire life.
Oh, wow.
I'm not an Animal Crossing person. I've tried it on somebody else's system. It's not my type of game. But
so what compelled you to get it?
The fact that it is no negativity. no negativity type of game. It is all positivity. About the only thing I've seen that's negative about it is the tarantulas that are in it. But I don't care because I'm not scared of spiders. So, it's just it's a positive game. So in this time, there was a lot of negativity. A lot of people are upset, and it was just more or less an escape. And I think that's actually the main reason I resubscribed to WoW, because that's the ex-girlfriend you go back to that you shouldn't.
You're never going to leave her.
No, I'm not. I'm going to be 80 and decrepit, and it's going to be on expansion number 28 or 50, wherever we're at that time. And we'll all be having fun in Sylvanas fight number 29.25681.
Stardate.
Yeah. It will be in space. We'll be fighting with the space goats of Draenor and all that fun stuff. And this is now just, the space goats. Coast to coast.
I can imagine when you're like 80 years old, it's like, I remember when I was in the Iron Forge when they built it.
Pretty much. Yeah, I did end up getting the new expansion for that though as well. It was pretty much like, hey, for $80 you get the new expansion, you get 30 days of game time, so there's another $15 on top of that. And hey, you get a mount that's worth about $35 on normal circumstances from the Blizzard store, and then you get the game, and it's like, oh hey, well that's about the same cost, why not just buy it all?
God, when you're 80 years old, it's like, wait, what the hell's gold plus platinum? I want gold pieces.
Sir, I am a type 1 diabetic. You really think I'm going to reach the age of 80?
Yes, because I'm optimistic, okay. You son of a bitch. Speaking of Animal Crossing, my wife Arcanian, she got Animal Crossing, and when I came home from an exhaustive day of work a few days ago, she's like, "Hey, sit down, take your feet off. Let me show you the game. Let me
take your feet off.
Kick it. Kick back.
Would you say that the day left you a little defeated?
The day left me more than defeated. We were physically moving things around, and by the time I got home, I was beat. But she's like, here, let me show you where I'm at in the game. I'm like, okay, cool. And then all I heard was the gust of wind. I heard the water, waves rolling to the beach, to the sand, and then I heard a very nice melodic ambient guitar, and the next thing you know, all you guys hear is... That game is fucking relaxing. I don't know if I could play it because it'll put me to sleep. It's so damn relaxing. But
Blue, those water graphics.
They're actually quite impressive. You could fish a lot in that game. I can see why you like Animal Crossing, Derp, because you love to fish in video games.
I mean, I do, but this is the first Animal Crossing I've actually liked. But I haven't had time to play it, and it's just kind of floating off a little bit. Like I'm not getting a lot of time on it, so I'm not touching it as much.
Well, how about this? You just started Animal Crossing. It's not your type of game. What do you like about it so far that you've experienced?
It's relaxed. Like straight up, that is the best thing about it. It's very relaxed and very. You don't have to do it much. Like you just play, you go around, you cut down some trees, you wiggle some trees for the fruit. I mean,
giggity.
Yeah, giggity. Just come on over here and wiggle my tree, baby. I'll give you some fruit. Oh, but I did pick up the new Panzer Dragoon. Well, not new, but I picked up the remodel or whatever, the HD upgrade of Panzer Dragoon.
The remaster?
Yeah.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's getting like terrible reviews everywhere. So I'm curious to see what you think about it.
I don't care because most of the people that are reviewing it are little late 90s to early 2000s kids, maybe even later, who never played the original on Sega Saturn and don't understand the greatness of a game like that.
Oh,
oh dear God, did you actually?
Derp Taku's throwing shade!
Never mind, guys. After that, I quit this podcast.
Oh, man. Well,
he seriously just tried to reenact the hockey horn or whatever that thing is.
Yes, I did. Yeah, it was for you. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Well, Well, I'm glad you got that game. Have you tried it out yet? Have you looked at it?
Yeah, I played the first level, and I loved it because it reminded me of nostalgia, and it tasted like nostalgia, and I could even taste the purple.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah, no, I enjoy it because it is definitely something from childhood, and it was one of my favorite Saturn games.
Excellent.
But in reality, that is probably the reason it is a very dated game. It has a very dated system. It was very simple as far as how to play it. I mean, it was the graphics weren't all that great, and the story wasn't phenomenal, but it was a fun game for me at the time, so I still love it. I enjoy it.
That's good. I'm very happy that you enjoy things.
But I understand the reason why it's getting bad reviews.
Yeah, most of the time I read negative reviews and okay, cool, I see what you guys are saying. I don't agree with most of it, but stop being whiny little bitches. Most of the people that write terrible reviews because it's not the same, it's not this, it's not that. So I'm just like, come on, man. Unless it's not Fallout 76. Oh my god, Blue Nile's throwing shade!
Oh god damn it, man. Coming up on the next podcast episode, Derp leaves the Cogcast? What is this, Blue by himself? Okay.
It's gonna be like in Wayne's World, as soon as Wayne leaves the show and the girl's sitting by himself and he's like, I'm having a great time.
Okay, so what are your goals for the coming week?
My goals for the coming week. Well, damn, we already beat Resident Evil 1 and Crisis Core and Final Fantasy 7. So Crisis Core and Final Fantasy 7 remake demo, they're done. I don't got to worry about Final Fantasy anymore. I just got to worry about the game coming out for me to actually play. But my next goal is to complete Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3. And I'm going to try to do that before the remake comes out at the end of the week.
And don't worry, guys. He's beaten all the games many, many times.
Yeah, I've beaten 2 and 3 on stream before, but I was trying to replay them again for the sake of, you know, the worldwide pandemic going on, and the fact that the Resident Evil 3 remake's coming out. I'm kind of building a little hype with that. But with Resident Evil 2, I've been playing it digitally on the PS3 on because I bought the game on the PlayStation Store back in the day. I don't have Resident Evil 2 on PS1. I have it on the Dreamcast, and I used to have Resident Evil 3 on PS1, but it disappeared, and I vaguely remember games disappearing years ago from, like, some people that I know. So anyway, I gotta find that game again, but I have them digitally on the PlayStation 3, so I'm like, cool, I'll just play it there. The downfall of that is the games are dark. The brightness, the color quality is not the best, and I forgot how amazing and beautiful Resident Evil 2 looked like until I tested it on the Dreamcast today. My jaw dropped to the floor going, oh my god, this is beautiful. So as much as I got halfway through Resident Evil 2 yesterday on stream, I played it on the Dreamcast today and got right to where I left off, so when I stream it next, it's going to be on gorgeous, beautiful Dreamcast graphics with a Hyperkin HDMI cable, not a sponsor.
You hear that, Hyperkin? He wants that sponsorship.
Dude, it's beautiful. It's glorious. It's bright, it's sharp, it's crisp. The Dreamcast version of Resident Evil 2 is beautiful, and when you guys see me stream it, you'll understand.
Dude, I swear to God, if we actually got a Hyperkin sponsor at any point, I would make you read every single one.
Fair enough. But no, that is basically my goal. Beat Resident Evil 2, beat Resident Evil 3, and get hyped for Resident Evil 3 Remake. I hope I can play the demo on stream by the time the game comes out. What about you? What are your goals of the week?
Honestly, I really need to get more done on my Perler beat art for Geralt. And if for those of you guys who don't know, I started a few, like 3 months back, doing Perler bead art, which is basically just beads you put on a pegboard and you make a picture and then you melt them together and then they make cool little things. But I started a very lengthy project, which it'll be like 40 or 38 inches by 28 inches or so by the time it's done. And I've only gotten one row done and I have 4 more to go. but I'm looking that I need to start recording it. I need to get the camera set up and start recording it, because at the end, when it's all said and done, I want to get a time-lapse video put together so it can show at least from the second row on of what I did for making the whole thing. But it's a picture of Henry Cavill's Geralt. So
that would be really cool, that time-lapse video. I tried to help you with one by downloading one of your Twitch videos, but for some reason my my video editing program was having trouble with it, so I was like, I couldn't finish
honestly, I don't want to use those videos either, because there's points when I put my face on there, and I don't want my face to like pop up and me talking to, chat and stuff like that.
Oh, see, that's the power. That's the power of video editing. I cut all those out.
Well, I know, but if my picture's in the corner, I don't have green screen, you're not able to cut that out unless you cut out that whole chunk of the video.
Trust in the video editor. I got you. Anyway, I tried to. It didn't work out, but it sounds like you got a plan that's very exciting. And from what I remember you doing, you're up to Geralt's hair and part of his sword.
Yeah, I got the top of his dome. It's going to be the next part of his sword. It'll probably get his forehead. Yeah, maybe to the top of his eyebrows in this next row. I'm hoping.
That's one of his best features.
Geralt.
That's awesome, dude.
Show me that scar on your eye.
I actually look forward to your Perler streams. They're very chill.
Yeah, I just haven't had a chance to actually get back to them, but I need to really bad. And then in general, I just need to stream this week.
Yeah,
like an actual Twitch stream.
Yeah, we miss your face.
Monday or Tuesday.
We miss all of you. We miss Derp streams.
Which by the time this comes out, I probably will have streamed.
That's the goal.
Oh, you know what? I was going to try and run a Steam library stream, or PC library, which isn't even PC library. I've actually done all of my library now. So for those of you who don't know or join in, if you catch us on our Paradigm Gaming channel on Twitch, when I stream, there are times where I will be doing a library stream, which consists of my entire library, be it PS4, Switch, PS3, or I actually need to add my Vita onto there too, but also my PC library, which my PC library far exceeds probably a total of 1,500, maybe 1,450 at this point in games. That Steam consisting of almost 1,400 of it, and then whatever PS4 and all those games I have. And then there's a random selection where you can ask for a random game, and I'll get a random game off of the list through a command I have on chat, and then I'll play that game for 20 minutes and then move on to another game, and we keep doing this for 20 minutes, switching games out. And yeah, you get to see a lot of different games and stuff I've never seen before, stuff you probably haven't seen before.
Derp, why don't you tell them how many games you have on Steam alone?
I just did. It's like 1,400, 1,450.
Yeah, but I want an exact
1,400
number.
Oh my god. Okay, so my library for Steam, I scroll up here, I'm in the L's, okay, it says 1,481.
Damn.
Which, let me just go to my profile. How about that? My actual profile says games owned 1,381, because there are some things that have multiple episodes that are actually separated into separate games, but they're not.
Still counts.
They're the same game.
I think it still counts.
Okay, so I have 1,381 actual owned games on Steam. 725 are DLC, or there are 725 DLC on top of that.
Damn.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah. I think last time I checked on the Steam thing, my account was worth about $12,000.
Wow. Is there a way to calculate that?
Well, it goes through all of your games that you have, and then it goes with whatever the game is costing at that time for each one, and then calculates the worth of your library.
Wow. I've never looked at that before. I need to check that out. That sounds crazy.
I don't know where, I can't remember the address, but it's somewhere up there. You can find it pretty easily.
Okay, no worries. That's awesome.
You just type in Google, what's my Steam library worth?
Oh, okay.
And then you cry at it, why you have no life, and why you have so many games that you'll never be able to complete in your lifetime.
You bought so many of them with Humble Bundle, though.
Yeah, a lot of them did come from Humble Bundle. A lot of them. Also Fanatical now. I've gotten quite a few from Fanatical, too.
What's Fanatical?
It's another bundle type site. It's not charity based like Humble Bundle is. They don't do charity really. It's mainly just for their own profit type thing.
Okay, that was my first time hearing. I'm like, oh, another place I need to go check out. Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, they have some decent bundle deals sometimes. They have mystery bundles where you don't know what you're going to get, but it's really cheap. So you can get a bunch of random keys to stuff. And I've gotten a couple good keys. I think I got Arkham Knight on one of them for PC.
Wow.
So, I mean, they're not all bad games. Like, they have some decent keys to games, but it's like a random chance.
Okay.
So.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, it was actually pretty neat. But...
Have you been to our website lately?
Yes. But have you?
Every day.
You make it.
Almost every day.
But if you guys haven't, be sure to go to www.paradigmgaming.live. That's www.paradigmgaming.live.
LIVE.
I didn't want to spell that out too. I think they know how to spell live, Blue.
Yeah, well, you never know. It just in case. It's just in case. But basically, to kind of it over encompasses everything that is Paradigm Gaming. We have a section for Twitch where you can watch our Twitch streams. We also have Twitter on there when we make Twitter posts, and we have a YouTube video section where we are constantly updating YouTube videos. A lot of it highlights based off of our streams. And we also have a reflection section where I write a lot of blogs, basically, about random things about gaming and life and all that stuff. And our merch store is also located there, where we have t-shirts, mugs, hoodies, beanbags, and beanbag chairs, and more.
And also Teespring.
Yeah, we also have we have a merch through Streamlabs, but then we recently just opened up through Teespring, which is really cool. And it's teespring.com/stores/paradigm-gaming-merch-store. I tell you what, if you guys go to twitch.tv/paradigm_gaming_, you'll have all of our things listed if you want to check out and see what we have available.
Like, I don't even know what address is easier at this point.
I don't either. Just go to our website. Everything's listed at our website, paradigmgaming.live. But yeah, I am curious though, Derp, what do you like about our website since we put it up?
Honestly, it's really slick and clean, and the way it scrolls down, but the background stays the same. I mean, honestly, Streamlabs has a great site, not a sponsor, has a great site maker that's pretty simplistic, and I mean, it looks really clean, and what you've done with it makes it really good.
Thank you.
And even on phone, it looks, the mobile, conversion for it looks great.
Thank you. That's awesome. I had a lot of fun putting it together, and I like to keep it as simple as possible, but the only thing I update at this point is anytime we have a new video out or we wrote a new blog. That's pretty much what gets updated constantly, but if there's anything that you guys like about our website, for you viewers that are listening, just let us know. And
anything you hate,
let us know.
Just, just keep it to yourself. We don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, basically.
I'm just kidding. No, let us know.
If you like it, give us 5 stars, and if you hate it, please give us 5 stars.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, it's just fun. It's a hobby. It's a nice little place where Paradigm Gaming can get everything in one location, and I'm proud that we have a website. We've talked about doing it for 8 years, and we finally put this thing together last year, and I'm very happy that it's turned into something.
We move on to the final part of where we start to say our goodbyes, but first, we're going to let you know what games just came out and what games are coming soon in this next week or a couple weeks.
Oh, yeah, games that just came out. There's actually quite a few of them. Derp, on March 11th, Ori and the Will of the Wisps came out on March 11th on Xbox and PC.
Which is a beautiful game. It's so beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Neo 2 came out on March 13th. I've never been a big Neo fan, but I know there's a bunch of Neo fights or Neo people out there, and I get the draw to the game. It is a beautiful game with a awesome lore with the Japan and everything, and it's cool. The creatures are cool. Just, yeah, not my style of game, but it is an awesome one at that.
I've never played the first one, but it looks cool.
Yeah, no, the new character design on it, the character creation, that would be the only reason I'd buy it at this point, because it's just good.
Animal Crossing came out for the Switch on March 20th, and from what I can tell based off of my entire Facebook wall, the world loves it. So does my wife, and apparently so do you, Derp Taku. You're enjoying it, so that's awesome. Positivity.
Positivity. And then, if you want to rip and tear in the old 64-bit ways, you can get Doom 64 on PS4 and Switch as of March 20th.
Animal Crossing and Doom came out the same day.
Yeah, dude. If you guys have a chance and you haven't seen it, look up the crossover video of Doom guy, or the Doomslayer guy, and Isabella. It is a very wholesome video, and it's about 45 seconds long, and it will make your entire day.
Yeah, I did have a chuckle with that one. It was amazing. Yeah. Half-Life, is it Half-Life Alyx?
I think it's Alyx,
All right, well,
and it's actually a VR game.
Yeah, that came out on PC on March 23rd. It is not Half-Life 3. We are still being trolled, but it is being hailed as a very, very awesome, innovative virtual reality game.
It's not 3, but it's like 2.5, so they're trying. It's like, here you guys, you don't get 3, but here you go, here's 2.5. Not everyone can play it. Not everyone can play it because it's on VR. But you know what? Here you go. Here's a Half-Life game.
Dude, if they ever make a Half-Life, it will never be called 3.
Nope. It'll be Half-Life thrice.
Half-Life thrice. There'll be diehard fans going, it still counts. And it's like, no, it doesn't.
It doesn't say 3.
I'm very excited that they're doing something cool with Half-Life and they're trying to be innovative. But you have to get an expensive VR headset in order to play it, and unfortunately, I'm only going to be able to watch people stream it, which is what they recommend. Valve actually recommended that if you don't own a VR headset, you can watch people stream it. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
all right.
Whatever. It's like, doesn't that defeat the purpose of why you made the game? You want people to buy your shit.
Dude, they got that Steam money. They don't need money.
They got the Steam money, they got Dota money, they got Portal money.
Dude, they've got Scrooge McDuck amounts of money. They're basically diving and swimming in it. They're fine. If they want to make another, we're lucky we even get a VR game from them.
Gabe is now Scrooge McDuck. You just see, that's gonna be the new meme. You're gonna see Gabe's face on Scrooge McDuck as he swims through his vault of gold.
I love it. All right, Derp, games coming soon.
We got Persona 5 Royal Edition coming out March 31st on the PS4. If you didn't play the first Persona 5, which basically it's going to be the same thing, they're just adding in a new character with some little bit of added storyline, but it's not anything extensive. So if you have the original Persona 5 and you don't have the money right now, you should be able to wait. But if you haven't played Persona 5, pick it up. It's one of the top JRPGs out there, though I still have not completed it like everything else.
Are you going to get it?
No. But the new girl is kind of cute.
Okay.
Don't mind me.
All right.
I'm a weeb.
You are a weeb, and there's nothing wrong with that. We need weebs in our life.
For all the fans out there, this is boobs. These are tits.
There is a difference. Know the difference.
Know the difference.
April 3rd, I can't wait for it. That's next Friday. Resident Evil 3 Remake coming out for PS4 and Xbox One. I'm a diehard Resident Evil fan. It is Derp Taku's fault. 3 was the one that I bought and discovered on my own, and it is one of my favorite Resident Evils, and I am so excited.
But he discovered the series on me before by Resident Evil 2, and he has never gone back.
Ever. No. I met this guy. He shows me what a PlayStation is. He shows me Resident Evil 2, and I'm like, wait, what is this? And the next thing you know, I get addicted, and I buy a PlayStation, and I buy Resident Evil 1, and then I get 2 and 3, and I got every single one ever. Dude, I bought a Dreamcast because Code Veronica was the only system it was going to be on at the time. I bought a GameCube because the Resident Evil remake was only on the GameCube at the time, and it's an addiction.
Might as well face it, you're addicted to RE.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. What's coming out next?
Final Fantasy VII Remake on April 10th.
Oh my god. My body is ready. Oh, that's good.
I just want to see Cloud in a fucking dress again.
I'm so excited they're including that. They didn't cut it out. They didn't cut it out at all. This is gonna be great.
No, but real talk though, that demo is the best demo I have ever played. You can play that boss fight for a good 10 minutes, and there's not a single piece of repeated dialogue.
That's true.
Not one.
I played that demo twice, and you're right.
There is not a single piece of repeated dialogue, and I hope that every fight is like that. Like, it just continues. There's no repeated dialogue.
Well, you know what's crazy, Derp? I have officially pre-ordered Final Fantasy VII Remake on the PS4, and because we're locked down and most stores are closed, I will not be getting it physically. I am getting it digitally, and I can't. This is my first time ever doing that.
Oh my god,
it hurts.
My heart.
For those
I
of
just
you
heard Blue
who
said
may
he was
not
getting
know,
something digital.
I collect games. I have a huge game collection. I love physical media, but this is the first time where I'm like, okay, I can't miss this game. I'm buying it digitally. So if it ever becomes really cheap, the physical edition, then I'll eventually get it physically. But I am not missing this game. I got a new dynamic theme on PS4 for pre-ordering it. It's awesome.
I'm proud of you, boy. You make me proud.
Dude, I'm gonna have to do the same thing with Resident Evil 3. I have not pre-ordered that, and I can't pick it up anywhere. I should probably do this right after this podcast. I'm gonna go right into my PlayStation and just pre-order it right now.
You do that, sir. But last but not least, what do we got coming in? Actually, quite a bit. Just, over
2
almost
months.
2 months.
2 months.
2 months. We're a little far out on this one, buddy.
But this one's a big one.
I'm gonna let you say it anyways.
The Last of Us Part 2 is coming out May 29th. Unless they, postpone it again. But I doubt that. It was supposed to come out in February, but then they postponed it to May, and they've been crunching hard on it, and I'm very excited for this game. The first one was amazing.
Yeah. You know what I feel dirty about, though?
What?
Going back to the games that just came out, we mentioned Doom 64, but not Eternal. Why?
I don't know. I missed that. I don't know. When did it come out?
I'm actually kind of salty now. Not just at me for not saying it while I was mentioning Doom 64, but the fact that when you edited this list, you didn't even put it down. So now I'm not only mad at myself, I'm actually going to blame you just because.
That's fair. I gave you the memo. You're the one who's reading what's on this list, and now you're noticing it.
Welcome. Welcome to the first Cogcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, you heard it here, folks. I don't know why I didn't include it. It just kind of, when I was putting this list together, I was looking at websites to see if these games that came out. And it's funny, too, because when did it come out? Did it come out the same day as Doom 64? Was it March 20th?
Yeah. Everything was March 20th.
Oh, all right, cool. So yeah, Doom 64, Doom Eternal, Animal Crossing. There, it all came out March 20th. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm terrible.
Yeah, see,
I'm terrible.
The moment's passed. The moment's passed. It's over. It's done.
I know. I'm beating myself up still.
Good. I hope it hurts.
Not really.
I didn't think so. You're a soulless bastard.
I didn't buy it, so I didn't care. I'm kidding.
I didn't buy it either.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Everyone wants to rip and tear now.
Yep. I got a bathroom for that.
Did you guys just hear him pat his chest?
Shut up.
Shut up. He's laughing so hard he's beating himself in the chest.
I
so
like this podcasting. It's fun. I'm laughing and we're chatting and life is good.
Yep, pretty much. But we're going to bring this to an end as we are reaching over the 1 hour mark already. It has been...
Final thoughts.
It has been a fantastic podcast, aka what we are deeming our Cogcast, as we call everyone in our community cogs in the machine, because every single one of them are important and keep this machine running.
Yep. Cogwheels, Cogcast, it all comes together because of you guys. We're doing this because of you guys.
So obviously a big point that we did keep mentioning was the whole, coronavirus pandemic and being indoors, which it is a big thing right now, but it is keeping us in, letting us game, let us introverts be the introverts that we have gamed every day to become. You guys are all doing great out there. Stay positive, stay happy.
Basically, yeah. I mean, my whole thing on this Derp is I say this at work all the time, and it drives people nuts, but I still love it. I just say, hey, in the end, it's all gonna work out. And I'm glad we did this podcast thing too. Excuse me, this Cogcast thing, because
say it right.
I know.
Right.
I'm sorry. Well, I look at it this way. Yeah, we haven't been able to game a lot because of our personal lives. We're busy, we're doing stuff, but we're taking time aside to at least talk, chat, catch up. And this was a great idea. I really like this. I can't wait to do it again.
I'm down for it. I really want this to be a weekly thing, and we will be doing everything in our utmost power to keep it on a normal schedule, and so you guys can expect us at least once a week on this podcast.
Sounds good to me.
So, in the end, PSP turned 15.
Yeah. And Derp Taku rather have his PlayStation Vita.
Yeah. And Blue loves his UMDs, apparently,
Dude, I got Family Guy Season 1 on UMD. I'm dedicated, all right? All right.
Yeah, you also got it on Hulu. Shut up.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Fair enough. And then Blue loves Resident Evil.
Yes. Yes, and Derp Taku loves Henry Cavill's forehead.
Yeah. I'd kiss that forehead.
I would too. It is Superman.
And make sure to check us out on Twitch, and also find us on our website at paradigmgaming.live.
Yes, paradigmgaming.live. What he said. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you guys next week.
Absolutely. You guys have a good one.